Let me ask you something that might make you uncomfortable. If you knew your country's healthcare system could struggle to save your life, would you do everything possible to avoid ending up in a hospital? Because that's the contradiction I cannot stop thinking about. Many Ghanaians complain that our hospitals are overstretched, under-equipped, and underfunded. Yet many of us ignore the very habits that could keep us out of those hospitals. So here's my question. Are we victims of a weak healthcare system, or are we also contributing to our own health crisis? Stay with me, because by the end of this conversation, I want to challenge not only our healthcare system, but our own attitude towards our health. And trust me, the hardest truth isn't about the government. It might be about us. Health is one of the few things you only truly appreciate after you have lost it. When you have health, hospital visit seems like something that happens to other people. Until one day, it happens to you. Then suddenly, you realize that everything else, your job, your business, your dreams, your money, depends on one thing: your health. And that's why I find something deeply confusing about Ghana. For a country where almost everyone agrees that our healthcare system faces serious challenges, why do so many of us treat our health like it's guaranteed? A few months ago, I visited a friend at a hospital. The waiting area was full. Patients sat for hours waiting to be seen. Some families searched desperately for beds. Others were told to buy medications outside because supplies were unavailable. Health workers moved from one patient to another, trying to keep up. As I looked around, one thought kept coming to my mind. If this is what happens when you finally get sick, why aren't we doing more to avoid getting sick in the first place? Because prevention is always cheaper than treatment, yet somehow we invest more in fixing illness than preventing it. Let's be honest, our healthcare system has real challenges. Many hospitals are overstretched. Some facilities lack modern equipment. There are communities that still have limited access to healthcare. Many health professionals work under enormous pressure, often caring for more patients than they reasonably should. These are realities we shouldn't ignore. At the same time, many dedicated doctors, nurses, pharmacists, laboratory technicians, and other health workers continue to save lives despite difficult conditions. But acknowledging their dedication doesn't mean we should ignore the problems that patients experience. Now here's where this conversation becomes personal. Many of us don't go for regular health checkups. We wait until the pain becomes unbearable. We ignore warning signs. We self-medicate. We eat carelessly. We avoid exercise. We sleep too little. We tell ourselves, I'm fine, until we are not. And then we expect a struggling healthcare system to perform miracles. Isn't that unfair? Now let me address something many people whisper about. Some patients say they have had experiences where they felt money seemed to matter more than compassion. Others speak about delays, poor communication, unofficial payment, or being treated without dignity. Those experiences should never be dismissed. Every patient deserves respect. Every complaint deserves to be investigated. But we should also remember that the actions of some individuals do not define every healthcare worker. Many professionals sacrifice their own comfort to save lives every single day. The challenge is that when trust is broken by a few, confidence in the entire system suffers. And rebuilding that trust requires accountability, transparency, and compassion. Whenever healthcare is discussed, we usually point fingers at government. And yes, government has a huge responsibility. Better hospitals, more equipment, more medicines, better working conditions, more healthcare professionals. These investments matter. But here's the question we rarely ask ourselves. What responsibility do citizens have? Shouldn't we also take our own health seriously? Shouldn't prevention become part of our culture? Because no healthcare system in the world, not even the best, can protect people who consistently ignore their own health. Imagine a young entrepreneur who has spent 5 years building a business. One preventable illness changes everything. The business slows down, savings disappears, dreams are postponed, a family struggles. Health isn't just a personal issue, it's an economic issue, it's a family issue, it's a national development issue. A country cannot build prosperity if its people are too sick to be productive. Maybe the conversation shouldn't only be about building more hospitals. Maybe it should also be about building healthier communities, teaching nutrition, encouraging exercise, making routine checkups, supporting mental health, reducing substance abuse, demanding accountability from institutions, and treating every patient with dignity and fairness. Healthcare should never become a luxury. Compassion should never depend on someone's wallet. Remember what I asked at the beginning. If we know our health care system has serious challenges, why are we still so careless with our health? Maybe the answer is that we have become used to living one day at a time. We assume tomorrow will come. We assume our bodies will always recover. We assume illness happens to other people until it doesn't. Here's the thought I want to leave you with. What if the future of healthcare in Ghana won't be transformed only by new hospitals, but also by citizens who decide that prevention matters just as much as treatment? What if the greatest investment you make this year isn't a new phone or a new car, but a healthier lifestyle? Because one day, every one of us will need the healthcare system. The real question is, will we meet it only when it's too late? So let me ask you, what do you think is Ghana's biggest healthcare challenge today? Is it underfunding, poor management, lack of accountability, or our own attitude towards health? Share your thoughts, because conversations like this don't save lives on their own, but they can change the choices that do.